Hi, Ingrid, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Here, you're not feeling too good.
Yeah, I'm doing alright.
So this is your last care plan meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited?
It's bittersweet.
Yeah, you've been in the program, you've been at the Gen Center for what, 10 years now, I
Yeah,
would
I
say?
think so.
Coming up on 10 years.
It's been that long.
Oh.
Crazy.
I know, you've made a lot of friends here.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody seems to love you here. I mean, I've only been here for, 4 months?
Yeah.
And I can see you're friends with everybody.
I guess.
Yeah. So I just kind of wanted to go over, wrapping up our care plan. Like, you're used to these. You have a care plan every 3 months. So we're basically, the nurse couldn't be here today, so I'm going to do her part. But the nursing plan is going to be just talking about, what you're dealing with medically. So right now you have the schizophrenia, which you take the medication for, the bipolar, the OCD, and the insomnia. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we deal with it. We help you with it every day.
Yeah.
So, do you think that since you've been in the program, you've progressed, coping with these?
Yeah, I think that it's helped a lot. Being around people who are going through similar stuff is helpful. I guess lately with my medication being different, it's been a little harder with my OCD. It does help, I feel like, the delusional thinking a little bit, but I feel like my OCD has kind of gotten a little bit worse.
Well, I think hand in hand it goes with your insomnia. I mean, when you don't sleep, you have some really bad days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to touch more on the OCD part. Excuse me. So we talked about when you disclosed to me the other day that I never knew why you did the stomping, but you disclosed to me the other day that it was a hallucination when you were younger. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was really scary. I think I was 9 years old, and I was just walking down the sidewalk in my neighborhood, and suddenly all around me, the whole sidewalk and all the roads and everything just like totally cracked and just fell, and it was just really, really scary. And ever since then, I've just felt like if I step on any kind of crack or anything like that, it's just gonna happen again, and just gets like really bad. Things are gonna happen, and it's just really scary to have to live with every day.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. Well, here at the Gen Center, I mean, you're safe here. You know, nothing's gonna happen to you here, but we want to help you work on that. So, some of the coping skills that we've been working with, slowing yourself down before you get up, kind of just look around the room, make sure that you don't see anything, and then maybe when you're walking, we talked about keeping your head up and keeping eye level.
Yeah.
And just, knowing that you're safe here. I think a lot of it is kind of a mental side of it. You know you're safe here, so you don't have to worry about the cracks.
Yeah.
Kind of thing,
Yeah, it's just, I know it's like not real, but it's still, you can see it happening, so it's it's just scary.
So how have you been doing at home with the sleeping?
It's on and off. Some days are better than others, I do have trouble sleeping. I probably get like 4 hours a night, 4 to 5, and I like wake up during those hours, so.
Well, and I know you mentioned you watch a lot of movies. You just stay up watching movies?
Sometimes they help me fall asleep, like the sound in the background is kind of comforting, I guess. But I can see how it would interfere with my sleeping at the same time.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can cut that down to maybe just watching a show, and not such a long movie.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes you can get distracted by how good the movie is, and then all right. Well, and the other part I wanted to discuss with you was the bipolar. I mean, how do you think your moods have been lately?
I think they've been okay. I feel like the medicine helps. It makes me feel kind of like zombie-ish, I guess, at times, but I feel like it's better than not taking them, so I think they're helpful.
Well, I know
in the long run.
they just recently changed your meds.
Yeah,
They recently upped all the dosages of them.
yeah,
And I know that can be, kind of startling,
Yeah.
it's different.
yeah,
But it's been about 2 months now, so I think in the next month we should see
yeah,
some, really improvements.
yeah,
I want to just, stick it out for the next month, and then working with the nurses, Tess and Jessica, we'll see what we can do for you if it doesn't work for them.
okay,
thanks. All right, and then Jessica, the activities director, is not here today, so I'm going to do her part as well. It's just you and I. So the only thing that Jessica wrote down for activity, as she's the activity director, when you're on the outings, just recently she noticed with the, ever since the up in your medicine, you've been more cautious. So, you guys went on the hayride outing. And she said that you were very nervous about walking around on the hills and
yeah.
being on the hayride. You were very paranoid about it. What do you think that we could do different for next time?
I mean, it's always harder going into a new environment that I've never been in before, because it just feels less safe, I guess. But I don't know, maybe just trying to remember the coping skills that we've talked about, and I don't know, just trying to trust more and kind of focus on all the things that we've been learning and talking about. Just try to keep it and be more mindful about it, I guess.
Right. Well, I think it would be helpful if, you weren't really aware of the terrain of the hayride outing. Maybe, do you think it would be helpful if you knew, maybe like saw a picture of the place, or
Yeah.
We talked about it before. We didn't really get a chance to. It was kind of hectic that morning. We didn't get a chance to
Yeah.
kind of slow down and prep you for that. So next time, I think definitely it will help that I wrote a note saying that we, before an outing, we need to slow it
Yeah.
down, even for the rest of the group too, because a lot of people, like to be prepared and knowing what
Yeah.
they're going to,
Yeah, I think that would help make it more familiar.
Definitely. All right, and then we just got a new caregiver. Do you like her, Juanita?
Yeah, I like her. She's really nice.
Yeah. So I kind of just wanted to review, aside from the care plan, just everything that we've done in the past couple months, you and I together. Do you remember this eco map that we did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. So, when I first met you, you were applying for the adult foster care.
Yeah.
And you ended up getting accepted, and you just moved in with your new family, what, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
And how do you like them?
They're really sweet. Again, being in new environments can be difficult for me, but I'm getting used to it, and it's getting more familiar and easier every day. So,
Well,
and
before
they're really supportive.
Good,
So.
good. Before you were experiencing homelessness, and but I think since being in the adult foster care program, you've really progressed a lot. Do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely better than being homeless and
Yeah.
having that weight on my shoulders.
Yeah. And then once you were settled, we put you into the Pride job placement. So that was exciting. You got a job at Market Basket. How do you like that one so far?
I like it. I like talking to the people.
Yeah.
I like socializing with everybody there. And
Yeah,
all
definitely.
that.
Yeah. I mean, I know you said that you could be overwhelmed at times with the crowds because it does get really busy there. But I know we talked about maybe changing your schedule to, we don't want you to lose your days out in the program, but maybe changing your schedules to the less busy hours of the
Yeah,
day.
I think that'd be helpful.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and overall, Ingrid, I'm sorry. You've been really good helping us with the translation for everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
translating for Juan, for Abel. Those guys have learned a lot of English because of you. They've, since being in the program, they didn't speak a word of English before they came here, and now we can almost fully communicate with them, which is really helpful. And everybody in the group seems to really like you. I mean, you're very social, so I think you're going to do really well at Cornerstone.
Yeah.
And you know some of the staff there already. Bunch of Mary, the staff, Marissa, they all came from Cornerstone. They've helped out, and you know them.
Yeah.
So you'll have some familiar faces there, and I think you're gonna like it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited.
And I mean, you know, you're always gonna have support from myself and Nikki, the social worker,
Yeah.
here at the Gen Center, and you know, they can just call. You know, they can call us if they have any questions about you or anything. You know, we've been working with you for 10 years now, so
Yep.
we
Yeah.
pretty much know you.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, that's really all I want to do. I want you to have this so you can look back at it,
Okay.
because I want you to remember the supports you have, the Gen Center, you know, AFC, the Juanita, everybody. I want you to be able to look at your supports, and I think it will really help you, especially with the transition to the new place.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you.
So there you go.
Thanks.
I think that wraps it up for us.
Okay.
So, I wish you luck.
Thank you. Thank you for all your help.
Of course.